So I go in there and I'm like, all right, so I guess it's time for me to get off the roads. I'm not driving no more since she's got her license.
I was good on my own, that's the way it was. That's the way it was. You was good on the low for a 55.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin. I hope you guys are liking the new intro. I see a lot of you guys are. So today I have a bunch of mystery packs. Shout out to Philip, man. My man Phil, yo, I appreciate you, bro. So today is his birthday. You guys are probably watching this a day after. I'm doing this new thing on Twitch where basically once a week I'll be logging on someone's account and just playing. Not just opening packs. We'll actually be playing on their accounts, trying to get them MT, tokens, whatever the case is. If you guys want me to do challenges, I'm going to be picking one person a week. Make sure you're in the Twitch streams to get picked because it's a little different. We might do more than one person a week if you guys are liking it. I'm actually enjoying this so far. This is the second week in a row we're trying this. So now, what we're going to be doing today is not talking about the packs. We're going to be doing the same thing we did the last opening. We have over 100 packs. Hopefully we could pull a little bit of heat and not just shoes. But what we're going to be talking about is how I met NBA players, or like some of the experiences I had. We did a part 1. You guys liked it. You guys been waiting for a part 2. And let me just say I left off some really cool stories. I only talked about a little bit. I was going off topic. I was going out of order, all that. We already getting a pink diamond. Let's go. I'm excited. All right. Let's see who we get. I almost forgot what was in these, so we remember now. We got Earl Boykins to start. That's cool, man. We'll take it for sure. We already had him, so that's 3KMT. Hey, we'll take anything. Now, what we're going to be talking about today are some of the other stories we didn't talk about in the past. So I guess we'll start off with Vince Carter, right? That's the first name coming to my head right now. I'm at Vince Carter at a Lids event. I went there, and Vince was one of my favorite players growing up. He played for the Nets. You guys know the Nets are my favorite team. So I was really excited. And let me just say, the event there actually was really bad. They told us that he's allowed to sign one thing, and I was like, that's cool, man. I'm cool getting one thing signed. It is what it is. We'll get it. I had the purple Toronto Raptors jersey, the one with the dinosaur, and I was like, bro, I'm excited. Like, Mitchell Ness, nice jersey. He's gonna sign it. About to meet one of my idols, all this and that. And you know that saying where they tell you you never want to meet your idols? It's kind of a good saying because sometimes I'll meet players and like the experience ain't the best, but I'm gonna brush it off. I always brush him off. He was still a really cool dude. He was I don't know, man. He got there late. There was traffic. He actually retweeted my tweet that morning, so I was really excited. I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. He retweeted my tweet. I was there hours and hours before the event. I was one of the first people there. I was there really early. It was a hot summer day, and I was cool with it. So what actually ended up happening is I went to shake his hands, and then he's like, pound it, right? Yo, another pink diamond. This is fire. So he said, pound it. Like, he put out his thing. He's like, I don't shake hands, blah. I was like, that's cool. Like, it made sense, whatever. But then he's like, I don't know where your hand has been. So at that moment, I was just like, bro, what? But nah, honestly, it was a really cool experience. I had a lot of fun with it. I got a Magic Johnson. Yo, these career highlights are fire. Philip, again, good luck, man. It's your birthday. We pulling some heat already. This is fire. This is a card. Oh, I was going to say it's a card for your collector level, but you already have these? Are you the best ball dropper ever? Like, what cards do you have? He really is missing so many, but we happen to pull 2 that he already had. That is wild to think about. It's cool, though. It's free MT. Alright, so that was my Vince Carter experience. His daughter there was really cool. We met Donovan Mitchell at 2 different events. I'm thinking of that because he had his sister there. So it kind of reminds me of like the same thing. He had his daughter, he had his sister. So the experience with Donovan Mitchell, everyone there was like, yo, he's not signing anything. But I seen him sign stuff in the beginning. So I was like, why is he not signing anything? Like, I have a good experience when it comes to signatures. I'll tell you guys a story about D'Angelo Russell right now, actually. Let's skip to the D-Lo story. So I was one of the first people to meet D-Lo. And I was actually there first, and GQ came up to me and was like, yo, we're gonna interview you, are you cool with that? I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. So I was hyped, man. I was really hyped. Another pink diamond. Yo, this kid's luck is unreal. So I was really excited. I was happy, and we pulled another Boykin. I was excited, I was happy. I was like, yo, this is unreal, man. I'm about to get GQ, I'm about to beat D-Lo, I'm about to get his autograph. And then his agent comes up to me a little later to ruin my mood. She's like, yo, he's not signing that. So I had a picture. I couldn't really find his jersey at the time. I was looking everywhere. I really couldn't find it. So what I had was, this was like when he first signed with the Nets. So what I had was basically a picture when he signed with the Nets. It was him. I'll put it up on the screen right now. It's this picture where he's holding up his Nets jersey. And I was like, bro, I can't wait for him to sign this. And she's like, no, he's not signing that. He's like, she's signing something, blah. She's like, yo, he's not signing anything. Like, don't even show it to him. Don't even give it to him. This and that. And I was like, I'm still going to ask him. And she's like, I'm going to be standing there. And if you even ask him, I'm gonna make sure you don't get his sign. I'm gonna make sure this and that. And she was just being mad mean to me. And agents, that's their job, I guess. But like the way she was saying it, I was like, I'm still gonna ask him. That's literally how I felt. Like if you're gonna talk to me like that, like have some respect for me. I was there. I always go like hours, not hours, but like at least an hour before the event, maybe earlier. I like to be there first to show the player that I care, unless it's like someone I don't really care that much about or whatever. But yeah, I care about D-Lo or whatever. So anyway, I go up to D-Lo. She's standing right next to him, and I give it to him, and I'm like, and I look at him, and I'm like, she said you can't sign it, but can you please sign this for me? So he looks at her, and she looks like she's looking at him, and she's like, don't sign it. And he's like, so I'm looking, and I'm like, all right, bro, like whatever, like that's me in my head. I'm just like, okay, like he's not gonna sign it. Got thigh maker there, that's a W. So what ends up happening is he literally curses and says basically like what she said. And he's like, give me that. He takes it from me and he starts signing it. And then at that moment, I asked my friends where I wanted it signed. He was signing it exactly where I wanted it signed. But my friends told me to get it signed somewhere else. So I asked him, I was like, can you please sign it there? So he stopped mid-signature and signed it somewhere else. Even though now I regret it. I wish he just signed it where he did originally. But yo, shout out to D-Lo. Great guy for that. I really do appreciate him. Like when a player does something against his agent for a fan, it really means a lot. Now let's go back to the Donovan Mitchell story. So he was signing a couple things in the beginning. But then I was there kind of late. Like I was running around trying to get to him. I was trying to get his jersey in the first place. It's really hard sometimes to get certain players' jerseys in New York. But I tried my best. I found it, blah, blah, blah. I go there. And then what happens is, so he was like, nah, we can't sign anymore. And I was like, all right, cool. I knew he had another event that same day. He was still mad cool. Like I talked to him a little bit, bro, please be a different pink diamond. Bro, oh my, this kid just keeps getting the same card over and over again. What even, wait, small forward, Magic? Magic's not a small forward. This is Rick Fox. Let's go. New card. New card. Let's go. That is fire. Okay. I just want to get him new cards for his collector level. So that is fire. Alright. So I go to his other events in a whole different borough. So New York is split up into 5 boroughs. I go to the other borough and this line is insanely long. I actually ended up going to meet somebody else that day. And then I went back to go meet him. And I did everything I could to skip this line. They weren't even letting people in at this point. So I had to like talk to people. I was really communicating with other people. I was like, yo, can I please have this, blah, blah. I'm gonna go inside, get a sign, blah, blah, blah. So then they give me the green light. I go inside and for some reason I'm so dumb and I didn't tell him like I was at your other event. I came back. What I ended up telling him is something from his Instagram story. So I would say like that I knew what was going on. So his sister just got her driver's license, right? She like just got it that day. So I go in there and I'm like, all right, so I guess it's time for me to get off the roads. I'm not driving no more since she's got her license. And she was sitting next to him. So she wasn't with him at the first event, but she was with him at the second. So he started dying. Everyone started laughing. It was cool. I met so many basketball players at this point that I try to be different. Like I try to say something that like another person wouldn't say. So I try to make them maybe laugh or just say something that's like catch them off guard. So that was cool. I got him laughing or whatever. He signed something for me, but I gave it to the guy that let me in and like cut his spot basically. Because I told him like, look, if he signs my jersey, I will keep the jersey and I'll give you my old autograph from the place before. And if he doesn't, then I'm going to let you pick between these 2 autographs. And he was like, all right, cool. So regardless, he was cool with it and he let me in. So that was Donovan. Now let's skip to Damian Lillard. Damian is probably the coolest basketball player I've ever met in my life. I met him a really long time ago at a Foot Locker event, right? I wasn't working at the NBA, none of that, right? So I go in there and I'm like, yo, like it's crazy packed, crazy packed. We have no idea what's going on. He's just like insane. Like we knew he was coming. He comes with Sway in the morning. You always hear me saying what Sway or whatever. Like I always say like, huh, like all that good stuff. So he was there with the radio station basically promoting his album and his new shoes and all that good stuff. Well, not his album. He was actually promoting you guys know the Beats thing. He had this challenge on Twitter where it was like 3 bars and it was pretty cool. So he was there and he wasn't meeting anyone. He wasn't signing anything, none of that. But basically I stayed there the whole event. I was really close to him, so it was mad cool because Dame is one of my favorite players from that time. So what ended up happening is he ended up giving everyone there, or like a certain amount. It wasn't everyone. It was everyone in a certain area because there was just so many people. And I was in that area. He gave all of us shoes, his new sneakers that just came out, his new Dames. And at that time, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. I would have never bought Dame sneakers in my life, even though I am a fan. But they were so comfortable, so fun to play basketball with. They give you a little bounce. They were just so good. and I never thought that was gonna be the case. So shout out to Dame, man. He gave us all sneakers. We all left really happy. What I ended up doing that day is I went and bought his jersey. I actually had his jersey because I had it trying to get it signed that day. What ended up happening is the next day I bought tickets to MSG. I rarely go to MSG, rarely ever, because it's more expensive and I'm a Nets fan, so it makes more sense for me to go to Barclays Center. So I went to MSG because he was playing the Knicks the next night, and I went with my dad. It was so cool, it was fun, it was all that. And then fast forward a little later, I went to an Adidas event, and I made my sister, shout out to my sister, man, shout out to my sister for real. She waited online for me like a good 3-4 hours or something, not even lying, because I had work. So I went and I took her spot, right, like after, and I said thank you, blah blah, and she ended up keeping her spot too. It was lit. What ended up happening is he picked 5 people on that line. It was a crazy event again. Most events in New York City are crazy, especially if you don't have like good access. Like when they're part of the NBA like kind of events, I have good access for the most part because I got my hookups and all that. But other events like that, I don't really have a hookup. So at that one, he picked 5 people. He literally handpicked 5 people, and I was one of them. Once again, I will link all the playlist for all these players that I met down below, so make sure you check them out so you guys can see some of these real-time stories, real things that I'm talking about. Make sure you guys do that, and you guys can feel like you're a part of the experience. I'm not good at vlogging, but I tried my best. So he picked 5 people. We all went on an elevator with him, and we went upstairs. And actually, was it even 5? I think it was 10. Yeah, literally, definitely 10 of us. And we went upstairs. We made custom sneakers with Damian Lillard. And what ended up happening is they send them to us for absolutely free. So I got 2 free pairs of Dames, man. Shout out to Damian Lillard, one of the greatest, nicest players. No, I was just standing next to him and I was shaking. I didn't know what to say. I wanted to ask him for an outro to my video and I didn't. I only asked one player. I told you guys this before. I've only asked Kemba for a shout out once. Shout out to Kemba for that. But yo, seriously, like, I don't know. It was just like, I was nervous. Like, I asked him for so much. He signed me so many things. Shout out to Dame, man. He didn't like, he's just a real dude, for real. Trying to think of good stories I could tell you guys. So I met Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal was really nice, really cool. Nothing really big happened. Diamonds right here. We got a diamond player, our first diamond. So nothing crazy happened with Bradley Beal. He did sign me 2 cars. He sent me a couple pictures. He was legit. He was a nice guy. Is this Russell Westbrook? Yes, sir. Mr. Cradle Westbrook. I haven't met Westbrook yet, right? Not met Westbrook yet. He had an event, and I found out about it a little too late. I was really upset I didn't find out about that event, man. Like, really upset, because I'd do anything to meet Westbrook. Westbrook is one of my favorite players because of his heart. I went to watch Westbrook and KD play once when they were in OKC. I went to MSG again. And what ended up happening is KD didn't play that game. He was a late scratch off, and that's my least favorite thing, man. When I go to a game and someone gets scratched off late, it really upsets me. Like, I'm just like, bro, like, I tried so hard. Like, you spend so much money to go to some games, especially in New York. Maybe like any team, if it's a good team, you're spending a lot of money on. I know the Knicks aren't good, but they're playing OKC, and plus the Knicks are just expensive in general. So what ended up happening is I go to the game and I'm like, man, hopefully Westbrook puts on a show anyway. I wanted to watch them both play, but Westbrook had the quietest 40-point night I've ever seen. He didn't have one dunk, I'm pretty sure, that whole game, and I was there to watch him dunk. He had a fast break opportunity, and I promise you, you guys know Westbrook and how hard he plays. He went up for a soft layup. This dude went up for a soft layup on a fast break, wide open. I don't even know how or why, but that happened. Alright, well, fast forward to another game I went to. I went to D Wade's last game. Last game at the Barclays Center. It was his last game in his career. It was the last dance. I bought tickets really early in the year because I was like, yo, I know D Wade's retiring. He's one of my favorite players. And then as soon as like the first couple games happened, we saw he was signing stuff for people in the tunnel. So what ended up happening is I told my boy, who's a big D Wade fan, I'm like, bro, let's spend some money. Let's actually go towards the tunnel. We have a high chance, or at least a chance, to get our stuff signed. And he's like, word. So I was like, yo, let's do it. So we ended up buying tickets close to the tunnel. They weren't the best tickets, but they were still good tickets. I did my research, bro. I know the Barclays and I know all this stuff really well. So I was like, bro, this is where the tunnel he's going to be coming out from, and all this stuff. So I promise you, we're really close, right behind LeBron, Chris Paul, and Melo, because they all went to the game. I don't know if you guys remember this moment, but Melo actually wasn't in the league at the time. And one of the balls, like, basically someone missed or whatever, and it was a timeout or went out of bounds, all this stuff. And Carmelo picks up the ball, and he takes like 2 dribbles, and everyone's going crazy, like telling him to shoot it and all that. Like, as soon as he grabs the ball, everyone's telling him to shoot it. So he takes like 2 dribble pump fakes and then gives the ball to the ref, bro. It was mad funny. If you guys don't know that moment, you guys got to look that up. But it was a great moment. So I actually bought an autographed picture of that exact, not moment, but like of D Wade going like this. I'll show you guys the picture as well. It should be on the screen right now. This is D Wade basically getting off. You see his wife right there in the corner. You see LeBron, you see Chris Paul, and you see Melo. And honestly, I promise you, I'm literally right outside that frame. Right outside it, because I watched the video back of that moment on ESPN or whatever, wherever it was uploaded of the game. And I'm literally right outside the frame, and you could see me. You could see me with my phone out. You can see what I'm wearing. And bro, I got this picture autographed, and I just wish I was in it. That would have been the biggest highlight like ever. That would have been one of my favorite pieces. I also have the D Wade LeBron dunk, that alley. I gotta show you guys my room. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I have, right? But anyway, so when he was coming out the tunnel, I was like, bro, there's no way he's signing stuff. Like, this is the last game. He's got to go back to his wife, his friends, all that good stuff. Like, there's no way he's signing anything. Tell me how every single human being in the arena started coming to the tunnel, bro. Like, on top of each other, pushing people out the way, jumping on top of each other. Bro, you couldn't even breathe. It was scary. It was crazy. So what I ended up doing is I see him start signing people's stuff. And I'm like, bro, I didn't do all this for nothing, bro. Like, people started taking my spots. People were going crazy. So what I ended up doing is I take a deep breath. No lie. I take a deep breath. And I literally, like, dive, bro. I go under everybody. I'm under the chairs. I'm under people's feet. Some dude's stepping on me. I don't even care, bro. Everyone's killing each other up top. So I'm underneath everybody right now. And I stick my head, literally, I stick my head outside, you know, those, like, bars where the bleachers are and stuff. Stick my head right outside that. And I put my jersey out, and I'm just waiting, bro. I'm just waiting. He's running around. He's, like, signing stuff for people. And he grabs the jersey out of my hand, bro. And I swear to you, man, I'm not going to say my heart dropped, but, like, that was one of those moments, bro. I was just like, bro, I was, like, on a whole different high. You guys have no idea. If you guys were following me on Twitter at the time, you know I tweeted it out, bro. Like, my phone was about to die, but as soon as I got out, I was going crazy. I was like, D Wade just signed my jersey. Oh my god, that was like the highlight of the year for me, and it was just an amazing feeling. I actually had the Vice jerseys too, so those jerseys are one of my favorites. The fact that he signed it, and I was just so happy, man. Like, D Wade literally grabbed something out of my hands and gave it back. I don't know, it's just so cool, man. Like, I know it sounds weird when you have all these moments or whatever, but like, seriously, when you guys meet some of these guys, I know they're just regular human beings like us. Some of you guys say that, but it's still a cool feeling because I admire them in a sense where I appreciate them. I respect their game and their craft and everything they do, so it means a lot for sure. Low-key running out of stories now, just kidding. I'm just like all over the place. I gotta go back and see what stories I told you guys already, so I'm trying not to say anything that I said before. Do my best with that. I know for a fact I haven't done that yet. Let's talk about Andrew Wiggins. Like I said, I used to go to the lottery place in the hotel where they have the lottery. And basically any person there, I usually follow them on Snapchat, follow them on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. So right before they leave or whatever, right before I leave when I'm tired, I could double check to make sure they haven't left. Like, I remember seeing Cal was already at some place. He was at some club, and I seen that Devin Booker is his best friend. So I was like, oh, he probably already left. So there's no reason for me to stick around here. They already probably dipped type thing. So I checked, and I seen Wiggins was still in his room. This was like right before I was about to leave. I was like, it's time for me to dip. And I was like, yo, Wiggins still in his room. This is me stalking, bro. Like, legitimately stalking. I'm gonna end on this story. And so what happened is, honestly, Wiggins at the time had his hair like up. He always had his hair up. But thankfully, I had him like followed. I'm pretty sure he posted on Instagram, not Snapchat. I could be wrong. But basically, he showed that he had his braids, right? He had braids on, and I'd never seen him in braids before. So I'm just like, all right, so Wiggins is still here. He has braids, blah, blah, blah. Maybe like 5 minutes later, not even, I see some dude who's Andrew Wiggins with braids come down, him and his boys or whatever. It was two of his boys. I don't know who they are at all. Like, I'm like, yo. So I go up to him, and this is the time that I had the basketball that I wanted De'Aaron Fox to sign. So what ended up happening is I give it to Andrew Wiggins. I'm like, can you please sign this for me? And what actually happened is I was gonna buy his jersey, but it was like a 2X. That's the only size they had. So I bought his t-shirt. So I got his t-shirt signed, and I didn't like how it looked at all. Like, it came out bad because the shirt quality isn't good. So after he signed that for me, that's when I gave him the basketball, and I was like, yo, can you actually sign this? I didn't really like that, blah, blah, blah. So he takes it from me, and he's like, yo, what's your name? So I'm like, Mo. So he writes to Mo, and then he writes his thing. And I know some players do that for a reason, so you don't sell their stuff. So he didn't want me to take the shirt and then sell the thing. And regardless, like, I got a picture with him, and honestly, I never sell my stuff. I keep them for me. I'm really happy and excited when I have my stuff. I gotta show you guys the room soon, but like I said, make sure you guys check out the stuff in the description. You guys will see a whole playlist. Go skip around, skim, do whatever you gotta do. Hope you guys are enjoying the story times. I'm gonna go filter through what stories I've said so I can tell you guys the stories I haven't said so far. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys for all the support. Shout out to Phil once again. Happy birthday, man. I hope you had a great one. And I'll be seeing you guys later. It's been your boy Mosballin, and Ballin out.
This is Kevin Walker. Thank you for watching Mosballin.